Hi guys, my name is Denise and I work as a professional photographer. I got a lot of questions on my Instagram account on how I edit my pictures, and I thought why not show you instead of just explaining over and over again. So this is not how I edit all my pictures. I usually look at a picture and see what I want to do with it. And usually I think of that when I take the picture, so I do already have a mindset before I start working with it. So anyway, and later I'm gonna upload a video on every question you asked me. You asked me a lot of good questions that you will actually see me answering them instead of just seeing my screen. So that will be more fun for you, I think. And I got a lot of questions as well on how I add my logotype in the picture. I will come back to that later in the video and show you. I actually just copy and paste it, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So I'm using here a Wacom Intuos Pro tablet in the size medium for editing my pictures, and I'm gonna try to talk you through this, but probably I'm gonna go and rush through it anyway. I usually do that when I explain to people. But so I'm gonna start here by doing the eye. That's what I usually start with when I edit a picture on a horse. Going down here to this and just click on it, and I'm gonna start using curves. So I'm gonna pitch this up a little bit, and I'm gonna start by just doing this. And as you see, I have this marked, and I'm gonna click Command I. I'm on a Mac, so I think it's Control I, but I'm gonna do Command I, and I'm gonna just invert this layer. And then I'm gonna start just make this a little bit smaller, my pencil. And yes, so let's see here. I'm just gonna fix this up a little bit. I usually do this on all the horses if they have a glimpse in their eye. If they don't, I never fake it. I want it to be natural. I just want to enhance it a little bit. And I'm gonna use curves, and I'm gonna create a little bit of more depth. This actually is faking it. I'm sorry. I usually do not like to fake things, but I think this called for a little bit of depth. So this is it before and this is the after. And I just clicked on the eye out here. You can see that, like that. And it's not, I don't think it's too much, and I think I'm actually fine with that. Oh, and by the way, this is how I like to edit my pictures. I do not say that this is how you are supposed to edit your pictures, so nobody thinks that. That's not what I'm after. So then I'm just gonna use levels if you didn't. So what I just did, I just clicked on this and I went up 2 levels and clicked on that one, and then I got this. So I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit. I usually do this too much, so I can just go back and bring this back again, or lighten it up, or however. And now I did something, I actually did right, sorry. So you always have to make sure you have the white over here or the black, depending on how you want to do it. But for this time, I'm gonna use the white and I'm gonna use the black over here. And I'm just gonna paint this on. And I can assure you, this works just as good with a usual mouse on your computer. I did that for several years before I got this. Actually, I learned how to use this half a year ago, my little tablet here. So you can work with whatever you got. You don't need any fancy equipment to edit your pictures if you don't like a tablet. It's all how you would like to have it. Oh, and you can all, As you maybe saw, I just did this on the opacity. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I just double click on this and I just bring it back and forth to see how I like it, and I think I'm happy there. Just gonna lighten this part up a little bit and darken this. I just went to white there instead, if you didn't see that, to bring this back a little bit. So this is a really large file I'm working with, so sometimes it may stop and my computer will just think for a second or two. Be patient, I'm trying to do my best with this. And so now I'm gonna just light up, make it lighter here in the grass area and on the horse, because I like to have a little bit more light on her. She's a real beauty. I like her a lot. I've photographed her for several years. She's so cute and she always cuddles when you come up to her. So yeah, she's adorable. And now I'm gonna go to curves because I want to darken the ears a little bit because I think they are too burned out. And I'm just gonna bring this back. I'm sorry if I'm not the best on explaining what I'm doing at the moment. Hopefully you all will get this. Otherwise, just ask me what I just did in the comment section and I will try to help you as much as possible. So now I just darken the ears a little bit. And I'm gonna change the opacity of the pencil and just gonna go like this. Or yeah, brush tool, sorry. I just realized I said pencil. It's a Swedish word. Sorry. The brush tool. So I'm just gonna darken these areas a little bit. Because I like a more definition in it. Just put a little bit dark here. I like to enhance the muscles a little bit on the horse. I think sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. You do however you want to do. As I said before, this is just how I like to do it, not how you're supposed to do it, except if you don't like how I'm doing stuff. And I'm just gonna bring this back up a little bit because I thought it was a little bit too dark. So let's see what we got here. So this is a before and no, this is a before and this is after. And I think I'm just gonna bring back a little bit of the light on the horse. So let's see here. And now I'm gonna do my favorite thing. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up on levels and I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna press auto because then sometimes I get that grayish feeling from the picture. It just disappears when you do this, and I usually don't use full. I use maybe 50 or less or more depending on the picture. I always edit every picture individually. So yeah, I think I'm pretty good with 30% of this. So this is the before and this is after. I like both of them, I just realized that, but anyway. So before, after. And now I'm just gonna smash these two, just flatten them, and then I'm gonna put my logotype in this picture after I changed the size of the picture. I just forgot that. So I usually don't use pixels. I'm using centimeters. And yeah, this I usually have on Instagram 30 or 35 centimeters, and then I also have here always 72 dpi or ppi, however you like to say this, but it's 72 on the resolution, so it's definitely smaller, but you don't need bigger on Instagram. So I'm just gonna drag my logotype in. I never do my signature on every picture on Instagram. I just drag and drop, basically. So what I did, I went to this layer, an old picture from, yeah, anyway. And I just chose the logotype here and I just dragged it over and then I dropped it. Now I have two logotypes, which I don't want to have, so I'm just gonna delete that. And then I just flatten these two images again, and then I'm gonna save it. Usually I save it before, but I'm gonna show you how I do my signature anyway, or my logotype. I have a tablet, which was when I started using it. When I deliver a product to my customers, I always sign every picture that I deliver. So for me it was just natural to use the signature on Instagram as well. So I don't remember which brush I use, but I'm just gonna pick one and I'm gonna go with it and I'm gonna try it out. So here you have how I'm holding my pen at the moment. And I just created a new layer just so I don't destroy anything, and I'm just gonna do like this. I'm left-handed, so this may look weird to some people. So yeah, I'm gonna do this a little bit smaller, and then I'm just gonna do my sign. I change my sign every single hour, so it never looks the same. I don't think that, but yeah, so because I don't want to have that big, maybe I'm just gonna go like this and I'm gonna do my sign down here. Oops, sorry. Gonna make it smaller, maybe 3 pixels. No, too big still. Okay, let's try this. Oops. So, as I said, it never looks the same. And just because I'm doing it to show you, it don't even look close to my real signature. So yeah, anyway, hopefully this helps you a lot, and as I said before, if you have any questions at all, just comment them in the comment section, and hopefully you enjoyed this. So see you later, bye.